We're going to be showing you how to use Softr, and this is for the complete beginner. We're going to go over what Softr is, how to get started, and key features when building with this platform. First of all, what is Softr? Softr is a platform where you can create web apps and websites and all of these different things within minutes, and you're using the power of Airtable. Now, when you're looking at how you can use Softr, there are so many different use cases. If you check out Softr.com and you look at the use cases, you can be creating client portals, internal tools, marketplaces, online communities, websites, and resource directories. That's a lot. When trying to think about when should I use this, I would first decide, write down on a piece of paper, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? And also, are you looking to validate your idea, or are you trying to scale your project or your app? That's important because it's going to allow you to see if this is a great platform for you or what you need to do when you're getting started. Now, if you're interested in trying to find out how to validate your idea, there's going to be a link somewhere down below or in the description to make sure you get what you need to validate your idea and to move with purpose as you're using a platform like Softr. To get started, make sure that you go to sign up for free, and guess what? You can sign up for free using Softr. After you give the general information, you're going to be taken to your dashboard. Here, you're going to be able to see what you can do with Softr. On the left-hand side, you're going to be able to see your applications and also applications that have been shared with you. If we look under the learning subheading, you can see the documentation for using Softr, learning Airtable, which is the backend where you're going to be saving all your information with Softr, video tutorials, the blog, and the community. Not only can you go to the learning application, if we see help and support, I just want to bring out, you can always look at the roadmap as well, because you can see what is planned, what's in progress, what's done, and that allows you to, again, stay up to date because Softr is building things all the time, and you can suggest new features as well. To get started, you can click New Application, and this allows you to either pick a blank template or you can use one of the use cases to get started. This is one of the many things I like about Softr because depending on what you're trying to do, there are so many different examples, and it allows you to speed up your process in building instead of going from scratch, overthinking it, staying in your own head. This allows you to build with purpose. So again, back to that list that I mentioned before that you're supposed to be writing down. What are you trying to build? Are you trying to build a marketplace? Are you trying to build a website for your brand? Either in the comment section down below, let us know what you're building, or write it down for your own records. Now, after you decide on what you're planning to build, let's go for a website. We can go to website here, and then we can take a look at different website designs. We can click preview, and now we can see what the template has. We can see template pages, right? We can see all of those things, and then we can also do view in browser, and we can look at different components of the page. We can switch if it has multiple pages. We can take a look, start clicking on the header section, see what's going on here. We can scroll down and really see if this is something that we want to use. Now, let's go back for a moment and say, for instance, I want a marketer portfolio, right? Once I've decided on that, I'm going to click Use Template. It's going to think about its life, and then in a few moments, it's going to create that website that I was just looking at in my own account. Once the template is in my account, now I am free to edit it. Before I start editing, I should know a little bit about the orientation of the editor and what I'm going to be doing. Starting on the left-hand side, we get to look at the different pages that we now have from the template. Then we can look at the theme and what we can be doing with the theme of the website. We can see users and who gains access to this page. Also, we can look at the settings of this website that we're building, or again, if we were deciding to build a web app, we will see the same thing. Now that we understand what's going on the left-hand side of the screen, we can now look at how to edit the main site. If we scroll over different components or different sections of the website, we see the plus sign. Here we can add a different block. Now this is similar to any WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. If you're familiar with Elementor, using WordPress sites, or if you're using Wix, Squarespace, this might be something that you're used to. If not, once you click the plus sign, this allows you to have an option of different blocks that you can be using. And this starts with headers, hero sections, features, call to actions, and it goes all the way down depending on what you're trying to add into the site. Now, these are different sections for static. We also have different options when it can be dynamic. So we can add forms, user accounts, payments, list details, Kanban tables, maps, charts, and more. If I don't see a very specific option, I can always search as well. Custom, if I can spell, right? And then I can look at that. And depending on what plan, because there are different plans in Softr, that depends on if I can use all the blocks, if they're open to me for me to use. And you're going to be seeing if it's not something I can use, you'll just see a lock button or a lock symbol for it. Now, if I want to add something to this page, I can say add, and I'm just going to add another hero section, click hero, and then I can decide what I'm going to be using. I can click the plus sign. In just a few moments, now I have that section right there. And once I click into that block, now I can edit it. I click the block right here, and so now I can edit the title. I can say, hey, I'm a title, right? And then it changes on the screen. I can do the same thing with title, subtitle, and it's really easy to edit. And depending on what I'm looking to do, I can make changes very quickly, and the response is almost immediate. I can see all the changes right here. This goes the same with buttons. I can change different things. And this is the general section right here. Then I can go for embed, but I can also do block visibility. So depending on who can see it and when. So all users can see this, logged in users, non-logged in users. This allows the page, the web app, or whatever I'm creating to have a very custom look and feel based on who's engaging with the page. If I click the palette right here, the styles, now I can change the background color of that section. I can also change the padding and also the border. So it gives me a lot of customization on what I'm trying to do. Now, what I also like is if I want to change where this is located on the page, I just click the different arrows. It's going to move. I can decide to hide it or make it visible. Or if I just don't like it at all, I can just say delete, and I delete it. Depending on the site that you're trying to create or the web app, you might need to start integrating it with Airtable. Airtable allows you to create a database and essentially allows your web app to be smart. It holds the information, so depending on how people are interacting with the web app that you created or the project that you made, it's going to be able to hold the information. So if you are planning to use this, you're going to also need a Airtable account. And once you have an Airtable account, then you can go over and start connecting the two so you can use Airtable with Softr. To connect to Airtable, there are a few different ways, but they'll walk you through how to do this for your site or your web app. For example, if I want to have users, it allows me to first click users, and then I can connect Airtable. From there, it's instructing me how to connect the Airtable API so it can talk to each other. The two systems can talk to each other. So this is where it comes into you need to make sure that you have an Airtable account. And once you do that, then it's going to show you how to locate your API key and be able to integrate the two different platforms together. Please keep in mind, if you are new to this, make sure that no one has access to your API key, or you're not streaming and people can see it, or you're just giving it to multiple people, because that's going to make your account unsafe. You're going to have to make sure that you keep it safe and not share it with other people. To find the API key, you're going to go to Airtable. You're going to click the profile, and then you're going to click account. From there, you're going to find the API key right here. You're going to click on it. You're going to be copying it over, placing it in the API key right here. You're going to say connect Airtable. Next, you're going to be able to connect users to an Airtable base on what base that you have already set up. So if you're creating a new one, you're going to have to select an Airtable base that you have already created and then be able to fill this information out. We're going to go back for a moment. If you're going to be doing this and you're creating something like a marketplace and you want some of this dummy data here, you're going to just use a template like we did before, creating that website. All right, so we have all of this information here. Then we're going to go to this. We're going to copy over. I'm going to save it. And it says connect your API key. We're connecting it. Now here it says connect database. It says copy template base. Because I'm copying over the real estate template, I'm going to say copy base. I'm going to tell Airtable where I want to put it. I'm going to put it in this base over here. Now I see it's new right here, real estate template. I'm going to go back. I'm going to click hit refresh. Now I'm going to select the Airtable base and I can look for it. What is it called right here? Real estate. Let me just look for it. Real estate templates here. I'm going to say finish. And now it's connected. Now I have this all set to go. And it's connected from the template that I just created. And we're good to go. If I wanted to publish it, I could publish it. That's all set. And now I can click and I can see that site all ready to go. I can see the different properties. All of those things are done here. Now, if I want to, again, change some of the properties or anything like that, I'm now able to do this. I can go to the base and be able to change all the listings that I want and go from there. Now, remember, the listings right here, I can just say, I can look back at it. It's real estate. Real estate. Base. I'm going to say listings. I'm going to say gallery 1. Sort by bedrooms. I'm going to reload in a second. There we go. All set. All done. Publish. Publish. And then go from here. So I now connected it. And to make sure, and this is good, when you're clicking this section to make sure you're in the right Airtable base, making sure everything's right there, I can always go back to the base, make sure that I'm in the right area, and then be able to change what I would like. Because the two are connected in my account, I'm going to see references or the, Airtable bases that are associated with my account. But that allows me to now be able to make modifications or be able to change the listings depending on what I'm trying to create. If you want more in-depth information, how to use Airtable or what you would like to do with the listings found in Softr, let me know in the comment section down below. This is just the beginning using Softr. Remember, you can take advantage of the different templates, but if you're looking to try to create or validate your idea or scale your business, make sure you write down your goals. What are you trying to do? How are you trying to move using this platform? And then start making a plan and executing. If you have more questions about Softr, and if you like this kind of video, make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you have more questions, write them in the comment section down below. I'll see you in the next video.